Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and happy Canada Day! The day that I am filming this, it is Canada Day, July 1st. Not the day obviously it's going up, but the day I'm filming it is Canada Day. And today, oh sorry, rewind. If you are new here, my name is Katelyn. I make Disney videos and lifestyle-y kind of videos here on the internet. And if you're a returning subscriber, hello and welcome back. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching. It means the absolute world to me. And also, oh my gosh, we hit, I don't know, we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is like so cool. Smiling ear to ear. This is like the first video that I'm actually addressing that in, because I do pre-film quite a bit of videos. So thank you guys so much. Like, this is incredible that we have hit 1,000 subscribers. So truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for subscribing and enjoying what I post. It really does mean the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So in honor of reaching 1,000 subscribers, I wanted to do a bit of a Q&A. I wanted to do a Q&A. Just kind of talking with you guys, seeing what kind of questions you guys had for me, if you had any at all. I posted on my Instagram, which is Magically Katelyn, and I will leave that right here and also in the description bar. So if you guys are interested in participating in something like this in the future, be sure to follow there so that you will be notified when I'm doing stuff like this. But yeah, so I got a few like a good amount of questions, so I will just get right into it. All right, so first question is, what do you say to people who don't understand your Disney obsession? I would say, I think the most that I like openly talk about my Disney obsession is more so whenever we go to the parks. So I get a lot of like, oh, you guys are going again? Or, oh my gosh, how do you guys afford to do that? Or why do you like to do that? And I basically just say like, it is truly my happy place. Some other people like to sit on a beach being their happy place, and I like to run around a theme park with Mickey Mouse ears on and eat a Dole Whip. So it's just what makes me happy and what I like to do. Yeah, like that's all I say to people that way. If people kind of clue in that I have a bit of a Disney obsession, if like I'm wearing my purse and like my phone case and I have like my Mickey ears on or my Mickey earrings on, yeah, I just tell people that I'm obsessed with Disney, and most people kind of give you a funny look, but I'm like, whatever, like it's my thing. So I don't know, there'd be worse things I could be addicted to, so you know, just throwing it out there. All right, if you could visit any Disney park, which one would you choose and why? I'm assuming this means internationally. I would probably say, like, honestly, I would say Walt Disney World, just because like it is truly my favorite park, and I just feel like it's like the biggest one, so there's just like so much to do. But if it's like I could still go to my other parks. I feel like I really want to go to just Disneyland, because I have actually never been to Disneyland in California, and I really want to go there at some point. Because I know it's a lot smaller, but it's the original park, and it's kind of like what started this whole Disney parks thing. So I feel like that's like, it's just, it has more of a history behind it, and that's like another reason why I love Disney, is like just like the history of Disney and everything. So yeah. Favorite thrill ride of all time? Of all time, I find I'm not really like a thrill ride person. We live close to Canada's Wonderland, if anybody knows what that is. It's basically just like a theme park. So that's like the only thrill ride place that we go to, and there's a ride there called Behemoth, and I really love that one. I could literally ride that one over and over and over again, like out of everywhere. But like truly, I think my favorite thrill ride would be like Tower of Terror. Do people consider that a thrill ride? I don't know. I just love that ride. Like, I laugh so hard that I cry, like, because I just think it's so much fun. I love Tower of Terror. So what made you love Disney? I don't know. I think like just growing up, I basically was just like raised on Disney. Like everything that we ever watched was Disney. I always watched Disney Channel or Family Channel if you're from Canada. We would just like always watch Disney movies and Pixar movies. And yeah, like I just have always loved it. And then when I was 8, I think, was when we went to Disney for the first time, and just like experiencing Disney World, that was just like amazing, and that just like kind of got me hooked on that aspect of Disney. Top 3 resorts on your bucket list. Okay, so Grand Floridian, 100 million %. I know that everybody says it's not that special, but it is like just special to me in the sense that like you're right. Like when I associate Disney resorts, that's the resort I like associate with. The boardwalk, because I think it's beautiful, and the boardwalk at night is just like a dream. And then also I would say, I think, and this one just recently, is the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Is that what it's called? I think so. Animal Kingdom Lodge. The one where you get to look out and see the savannah like while you're in your room. That one's just recently because that's one of Austin's top favorites, and I feel like that is just like now become one of my top favorites, or one of my ones that I really want to go to. Favorite resort you stayed at. So I've actually stayed at 3 resorts on property. I've stayed at Coronado Springs, Pop Century, and the campgrounds. So honestly, resort wise, staying in a hotel, I would say Pop Century, and then proximity wise and like just fun wise, I would say the campgrounds. Like I loved the campground so much. The only thing is that I couldn't stay there longer than 5 days because you are camping, and like at some point you want to have a real shower and sleep in air conditioning. So if you were to buy just one thing each trip to remember your Disney trip, what would it be? Just one thing. It would have to be an ornament. Every time Austin and I have gone now, we have gotten an ornament while we've been there, and we got it customized. I think I have one. I showed this in my like most recent Disney haul, but like this is the one that we got when we just went. And I just love that you can get them personalized, and you can get the date written on them. And like we got annual pass holder written on this one because this was the first year we were pass holders. So I think that is like the main souvenir that I would get when we go. Also because like Christmas only comes like obviously once a year, and like all your Christmas ornaments are packed away, and then when you go to open it up, like I just love Christmas anyways, so when you open it up and you start pulling out ornaments, every time you see an ornament, like it brings back a memory. Favorite pair of ears. I don't have a lot, but these 100% are my favorite pair. They are the Donald Duck butt ears, and I just think they are freaking hilarious. The only thing is that I feel like they don't go with that much, but I think they are so stinking cute and funny. Like I just love them so much. Like this little tail, oh, it's so fun. Where is your favorite place to get Disney attire for your trips? So my favorite place to get them is from small shops. The Class of 23 is an awesome one. That's where I have my like pink Rapunzel t-shirt, and then I also have the Belle with the Snapchat filter on t-shirt, and I think they're so fun. Also, I get a couple t-shirts from the Lost Bros. What was the first pin you ever got? As you can see, I have my pin board behind me. This is the first pin I ever got. It is a Tinkerbell pin. It is literally just from a booster pack, but I got it on my very first trip. It was when I was obsessed with Tinkerbell, and it's like the most generic pin ever. I feel like it's still in the parks. Like I literally think that these are still there, but I cannot get myself to trade it because it is like one of the first pins I've ever got. Do you have a set budget for food / souvenirs and things? When we go to the parks, we normally go on the dining plan. So food, not really. We don't have a budget. We just obviously stick within our dining plan, and that's kind of what we do. Souvenirs? If you've seen my last 2 Disney hauls, no, we definitely don't keep a budget, and we definitely should. To be fair, the first time that Austin and I have gone together, so like 2 trips ago, was our honeymoon, and we were given a lot of American money to spend while we were there. So we didn't really budget then, and we kind of wanted it to be, it was our honeymoon, so we're like, you know what, like, if you want something, get it because it's your honeymoon. And then our last trip that we went on was my birthday trip. And again, like, I was given a ton of American money to spend while we were there. So didn't really keep a budget for myself then either. But next time we go, when we go, we are definitely gonna set a budget, because in like our real life, like we're trying to be more sticking to a budget. So I feel like we definitely will have a budget when we go next time. Favorite restaurant in each park? I'll say this outright. I think that the best Disney places to eat are at the resorts, or like at the yeah, like at the resorts, at the hotels, by far. So I'll just put that out there now. But actually in the parks, my favorite Magic Kingdom one would be Pecos Bill. I love Pecos Bill. It's a quick service restaurant, so it is a little bit cheaper, and you get a ton of food. And then, so that's my favorite for Magic Kingdom. My favorite for Epcot would be, I don't really think I've eaten at any of like the restaurants in Epcot. One close to Epcot would be at the boardwalk. It's Trattorino al Forno. We had it for breakfast. It's a character breakfast. Where you get to meet Rapunzel and Ariel and Flynn Rider, and we got to meet Merida, but normally it's Eric. That's walking distance from Epcot, so I would consider that in Epcot, because I haven't actually eaten at a restaurant in Epcot. Animal Kingdom, my favorite restaurant would be Satuli Canteen. Is really good. It's like really different food, so it's nice kind of to have a break from like if you're used to eating like burgers and hot dogs and chicken strips. It's really good. The cheeseburger pods there are so yummy. And Hollywood Studios, my favorite restaurant would be, it's not a restaurant, but Annie's Lunchbox. So good for breakfast. How did you and your husband meet? Austin and I met in high school. We met in grade 9. And we didn't actually start dating until the very end of grade 12. So yes. Have you ever been to Disneyland / DCA? Also, how excited are you for Galaxy's Edge? I have never, like I said, I have never been to Disneyland or Disney's California Adventure. I would love to go at some point. It's just not in the cards for us right now. But definitely would love to go. Also, I am so freaking excited. So excited for Galaxy's Edge. It is actually incredible. I have just been like watching people's Instagram stories of the one in Disneyland, and it's just making me so excited for the one in Walt Disney World, because I know we will be going. We might be going sooner than we think, maybe, possibly, wink wink. But yes, I am very excited. Austin is way more excited than me, but I am still very excited. What part of Canada do you live in? My mom and her family are Canadian. I live in Ontario. I live in Southern Ontario. We live very close to Toronto, if you know where that is. I feel like most people, when you think of Canada, that's where you think of. So yes, we live in Southern Ontario, close to Toronto. Any tips for a first-time visit to Disney World? I have many tips, but I would not be able to talk about them all in this video. I could definitely make a video for first-timers going to Disney World, but basic tips would be, do your research. I say this in every one of my videos. Do your research so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Make sure that you're planning things ahead of time. You don't have to plan your whole trip if you're not crazy like me, but definitely do plan some things so that you are guaranteed that you're doing some things, aka fast passes, reservations. Don't try and do everything in one trip. You will not be able to do everything in one trip, I guarantee you. We were there for almost 2 weeks and we still didn't get to do everything while we were there, so don't stress about getting everything done. Have a few things that you know that you want to do, and then have other things that you know you want to do when you go back. Favorite thing about Disney? Just the nostalgia factor, I think. How happy it makes me. I just love it. Like, the only time I am ever sad when I am in Disney World is when we're leaving. But other than that, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It just makes me happy, and I think in this world that we live in right now, there is a heck of a lot of things that can stress you out, and just there's a lot of terrible things in the world. And if you can find something that makes you truly, genuinely happy and not worry about something for 5 minutes to 5 hours or whatever, I think you should always stick to that and love that. Yeah, we got deep there for a second. First of all, I'm a huge fan and absolutely love your videos. Thank you so much. I have a few questions. 1, how many ears do you own? 2, favorite character, and 3, rank the parks from worst to best. Ears, I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I own 7 pairs of ears. Oh, 8. I own 8 pairs of ears. My favorite character would probably be Rapunzel. I just love her. And then rank the parks from worst to best. Oh, you're making me start from worst. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna get hate for this. Starting from worst, and I don't mean this at all being worst. If I could, I would give it like 3-way tie and then 1. But I would have to say Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom. But some of my favorite like attractions are in Epcot and Hollywood Studios. They're just not my favorite. Do you collect a certain type or style of pins? I think I just collect whatever I like, honestly. Oh, my favorite to collect, because I feel like it's like kind of a hunt to find them, is characters on obscure attractions. So I'm not talking about like Buzz Lightyear on the Buzz Lightyear ride. I'm talking about like the aliens on Haunted Mansion, or Stitch on Tower of Terror. Like, I think those are so fun because it's like a little bit of a mashup, and those are like by far my favorite pins. Most overrated ride and the most underrated ride. Oh, this is hard. Most overrated ride. Oh gosh. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't like this ride. I do like this ride. Most overrated ride. Yikes. It's a tie for me. And this is solely based on like wait times. I'm like, why on earth are you waiting this long to ride this? It would probably be, oh, I'm gonna get hate for this. It would probably be Flight of Passage or Slinky Dog. I know. Yep, I know. I would say Flight of Passage literally just because, like, who the heck is gonna wait 3 hours for any ride, let alone that ride? It's definitely worth it if you want to, like what we do is we go like super early and we wait before the park opens because it's like there's nothing better to do anyways. And then ride it right in the morning or get a fast pass for it. 100% it's worth it. Like 100% it's worth it. And then also Slinky Dog, I just like, it's fun. Like, it's fun, but I'm not waiting more than an hour for it. Not a chance. Most underrated ride, Splash Mountain. 100% is an underrated ride. I know it's like not like a actual underrated ride because a lot of people do like Splash Mountain, but I just hear so many people being like, oh, I don't want to get wet. Oh, I don't want to go on Splash. No. Splash Mountain is not one of those rides that you just go up a hill, you turn a corner, and then come down a hill. No, no, no. No, no. It is every type of Disney ride like mixed into one other than like a spinning ride. It is a roller coaster. It is a dark ride. It is a water ride. It is a musically themed ride. Like, I love Splash Mountain. It is the best ride ever. I will say it. It will always be the best ride ever. And yes, I'm sticking to it. And that is where I'm ending my Q&A. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was actually really fun. I really enjoyed this. But if you want me to do another one of these in the future, please let me know and I definitely will. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to be part of something like this, make sure to follow my Instagram. I will leave it down below. I hope you guys have an awesome day and I will see you in my next video.